Alright, let's start on our main course, which is lime crusted trout and the Chinese black forbidden rice. And we're going to start with the rice first. It takes about 30 minutes to cook, so that's one of those things we want to get that out of the way as soon as possible. But if you take a look at this rice, it really is black. And legend has it is that it was grown for the emperors of China, and it was supposed to ensure longevity and health of the emperor. I don't know about that. Well, we're basically gonna dump our rice in a pot, which is 1 cup. Then what I've got here, I've got chicken stock and a little bit of water. I put basically 1.5 cups of chicken stock and a little bit of water in here to bring it up to 1 3/4, just to cut down a little bit of the saltiness. Bring this over here on the stove. I'm going to bring it up to a boil, and then we're going to reduce it to a slow simmer after it boils. Let's start with our fish, the lime crust. Start out with panko breadcrumbs. Basically, it's a Chinese breadcrumb. It doesn't have to be panko. You can make your own breadcrumbs, or you can get it from the grocery store in the little box, little container. We're going to add a cup of breadcrumbs. We have a half of a shallot that's been quartered. I don't know how that works out math-wise. Then we have the zest of 1 lime, and basically a half of a clove of garlic. We hit this with a little salt and just a tad of pepper. And then we're gonna make some noise if I can get this thing to work. Let's see, I think it does this. And we're gonna pulse it until it becomes, I guess you could say, mealy and no lumps. So here we go. Actually looks pretty good. Let's give that a shot and see how it looks. We have flour, which is going to work with us here. I'm running out of room. Back on top. This out of the way. We have flour. Now breadcrumbs. Like that. Ooh, well, not quite. There we go. Those are our breadcrumbs. We're going to set up a little station here where we go put the fish in the flour, then we put that in an egg wash, and then into our breadcrumbs. This out of the way. Right. There's our trout. And this is speckled trout. Like I said, my son and I went out yesterday, and we actually caught these, by ourselves. He actually caught one of them. So we're going to coat it good this way. Like this. Good and coated. And we go into the egg, which will allow the breadcrumbs to stick to it. And we're going to push it down into the breadcrumbs. Right, just pack it in there. Get over here, a few more to it. And we'll do this one more time. Into the flour. Into our egg. Making a mess too. That's all right. That into breadcrumbs. Push it down. Get it good and covered. Like that. All right, now I need to clean the hands up. Plate. Not quite a smoke hot. Skin side down. Don't let the trout touch either. Just like that. 2 or 3 minutes on each side, or until the crust is nice and brown, and then we'll plate it up. All right, we got everything frying. The rice is beginning to boil. We need to cover that and reduce the heat to a slow simmer, which is probably between low and medium low, and that'll cook down for probably about 25 minutes right now. All right, we get some good action here. Again, a couple minutes on each side. give this a flip, and be careful with this. You got hot oil. Definitely get you. Yeah, there we go. Looking good there. Let's see. Flip this back over. Right. Hey, trout's a neat fish to catch. They got kind of what you call a soft mouth. You got to be careful when they can't really set the hook too hard. But tell you, my son loves it. We have a blast doing this, and like I said, you don't get much fresher than this. Caught yesterday. Caught probably about 24 hours ago, actually. We're actually using live bait, and in combination with some what they call a Gulf shrimp, which is a artificial lure that we use, and we cast it and reel it back in. Ooh, popping. Turn this down a little bit. There we go. All right, they're looking good. These are definitely done. It's been about total of about 5 minutes cooking. Like I said, 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So I'm going to transfer these over to the paper towel. Let them rest, drain. All right, we've got about a minute, maybe 2 minutes left on the rice. Let's make a citrus butter, which will finish the dish and bring it all together. We've got 4 tablespoons of butter that's at room temperature. It's soft. We're going to add the zest of about half a lemon, and we're going to add the juice of half a lemon. Capture the seeds. All right, now the trick is to incorporate the liquid into this oily butter. We'll do that with a fork. Be careful. It'll splash all over the place. Oops, see? Get in there. All right, let's get it all incorporated. It'll come together in a second. There we go. Get in there. That will make a mess. It'll be all right. We'll clean it up in a sec. Yeah, she's starting to come together now. But the butter and the lemon just really adds a little bit of flavor to the fish, brings it together. Now, at this point, you don't want to just dab it on there. What I've got here, this is actually an ice tray in the shape of little scallop shells, and I use it for butter. And after everything is hardened, you can just pop them right out. But let's go ahead and load this up. And you want to push the butter down into the mold so you don't have any air pockets. Of course, fork isn't the best thing to use, but we'll deal with it. Just like this. Get it down in there. And then with the back of the knife, we'll work it in there. Just like this. Alright. There we are. Now we'll slip it in the freezer. Get it good and cold. But through the magic of TV, look at this. We already got some right here. And this is what we're going to use to finish the dish. Speaking of finishing the dish, let's go ahead and plate it up and show you how it works. Grab our spoon right over here real quick. Take our top off. Check that out. Kind of a strange looking rice, isn't it? But it's good. It's got a good earthy flavor that goes good with the fish. Let's see, I'll come here with a couple of nice spoonfuls. Like this. There we go. Take our fish. Fishing it. That. We could add a little bit of the soy sauce on the outside corners. Like this. Give them a splash on top. Take 2 pieces of our butter. Like this. Like that. Take a few little scallions for color. Like that. A little bit of, this is actually cilantro. Give us a little bit more color. Come on, let go. Just like that. Move this out of the way. And that's our lime crusted trout with forbidden rice. And we've got another wine here for you. It's ceviche. It goes real good with seafood. You can give that a shot. A buddy of mine from Millennium Beverage dropped this by, and he selected it. We're gonna go with this. Just like that. So it's great with sushi, and this is how we finish the dish. Nice glass of wine.